My name is Gerard. Okay, what do you want to do? Play on the network or at home? Fine. How many people are there gonna be? Okay, then just type in your John Henry and we'll get you on your sad, lonely, pathetic, desperate way. Great, that takes care of that. Tell me, you want some one-on-one tutoring? Okay, hey, Smarty Pants knows it all. Hope you know how to pick the best pod.
Choose your alter ego.
Where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to Sitcoms, our episode all about the artistic expression of life through comedic interpretations of everyday situations. Featuring Jim J. Bullock and the furry talking puppet. Hi there, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. How are the kids? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, enough of the nice stuff. Okay, take your seats, please. It's time for liftoff. All right, buzz in to pick a value for the next question. The total for this question is $1,500. All right, give it up for When Sitcoms Get Put to Sleep. Okay, so you know this Haley Joel Osment kid, right? Star of The Sixth Sense? Well, he was also on a sitcom. In fact, who most likely heard Haley Joel Osment say, "I see dead sitcoms," just before their show was canceled? Martin Lawrence, Brett Butler, Jeff Foxworthy, or Roseanne Barr? The adorable Haley Joel Osment played Jeff Foxworthy's son on his TV show. And if you think the same joke is funny the 200th time you hear it, you might be an NBC executive. Grab a value. Okay, this one's worth $5,000. This one's called Audience Members Who Pass Gas. Let's go. If the WB wants people to laugh even harder at Homeboys in Outer Space, my dentist calls it nitrous oxide. I call it laughing gas. Most of the time, the WB just pumps the laughing at you, not with you gas into the studio audience. Go ahead and grab an amount. The total value for this one is $4,000. This category is known as, okay, who parked their tank in my driveway? See what you can do with this one. Who played Afghanistan's wacky neighbor that came over uninvited during the 1979 season? India, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, or the Soviet Union? Those wacky, wacky Soviets came over and just wouldn't leave. Hello, I was wondering if I could borrow a cup of flour and the salt helicopter. Pick a value. Let's see what the value of this question is. $47.50. Well, if it isn't my old friend, Baby needs a shave. All right, you want to know what bugs me about TV families? I'll tell you. Struggling sitcoms bring on babies or toddlers, and by the very next season, they're like fully grown. It's freaking creepy. Anyway, here's why I bring it up. Which of these animals could fully mature during a 22-week TV season? A cat on Murphy Brown, a chimp on Family Ties, a guinea pig on Growing Pains, or a bat on Mad About You? Yeah, baby. A guinea pig is sexually mature in about 2 months, and let me tell you, that's one very special episode you won't want to miss. Pick a value. Well, all right, that's the way you do it. $97.50. Uh-oh, fresh slut tits eyesore.
It's time for
Licorice test run.
remember, the faster you solve the rhyme, the more cash you're going to make. The opening value for this one is $97.50. Stay tuned. Jell-O brand goo shake keen. And don't forget, kids, ignore that punctuation. First clue, it's a commercial. Duh! It's a tagline for Gladlock baggies. And your last clue, what happens when yellow mixes with blue? And I'm not talking about when you pee into a freshly cleansed. This could do it. Type in your answer and hit return. Thank God they have that, huh? Now I can finally turn my Ziploc bags upside down and shake them without having to worry about the contents spilling out. Phew, that's a load off. Grab that value. Your value is $3,500. Up next, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your car is? Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. Car 54, where are you? In Chicago, in New York, in Los Angeles, or in Philadelphia? That old TV show, Car 54, Where Are You?, took place in New York.
What happens when two wacky cops patrol the mean streets of the Bronx? They get shot at by even wackier drug lords.
Time to choose a value. Let's see the amount on this one. 2,250 smackers. Here's a little something I call 40 acres and a pig. All right, now we've got a question here that Ava Gabor was going to read in a special guest appearance, but then we found out that she's dead, so I'll just read it for her. If Lisa Douglas on Green Acres divorced her husband and the settlement left him with just a single green acre, how much would he have left to plow? 250 square... There are 43,560 lonely square feet in an acre, and 86,400 seconds in a day for Mr. Douglas to dwell on his ruined marriage. Either way, it's a mighty big hole for one man to fill without his loving wife at his side. Oh God, why couldn't they make it work? Why? Think of the pigs! Choose a value. The price tag on this one is going to be $4,500. Get yourself ready for 3's company, but 6 is a Nielsen hit. Ready? Here's the question. What description would TV Guide probably run for a show called Will and Grace and Dharma and Greg and Malcolm and Eddie? Ex-hockey player and wacky nun race cars, ballet dancer and ex... Dharma's the flaky one, Will's the gay lawyer, and Malcolm and Eddie run a jazz bar. And if you think no television executive would be crazy enough to put this on the air, I've got one word for you. Manimal. Time to pick a value. This question comes out to around $4,250. We're calling this one Sitcom Honeys. Ready? Good, we're starting. If Ward Cleaver comes home to a jar of sharply flavored purplish black honey, what will he yell as he walks through the front door? Cat's claw honey, I'm home. Alfalfa honey, I'm home. Clover honey, I'm home. Or buckwheat honey, I'm home. Take a look at this. Buckwheat honey is a dark honey with a very pronounced flavor. Yes, and everything was fine in the Cleaver household until the postman showed up with sticky fingers. Go ahead and choose a value. Okay, here's what you're looking at. $1,500. Time to deal with the pests. You're about to bug out. And remember, simply buzz in to kill those bugs that don't belong to the set. And you'll be working up to a final round value of $1,500. Okay then, let's see what's on the boob tube. Hit your buzzer when you see a show that is not a spin-off of another show. Sitcoms on MASH.
Rubber Job. Hawkeye.
Brady plot lines.
Greg gets surfing injury. Bobby tells haircut. Greg moves in again. Peter breaks a vase. Cindy's nose hit by ball.
Sitcoms that were on the air for over 10 years.
Different strokes. Happy days. Family time. Mash. Turkey Brown.
Sitcoms set in school.
Spaghetti lesson. Head of the class. SquarePants. Let's find a bell. Regressing junior high. School rules. Welcome back, Cutter.
Sitcoms with gay main characters.
Jesse. Will and Grace. Nope.
Actual sitcom starring my close personal friend Tony Danza.
Happy. Hudson Street.
Gee, you really do stink. Get a value. Let's see how much you can win this time. $5,000. Let's have a big warm welcome for those 3 little words. Where's my remote? Last one in is a rotten egg. If every American male has difficulty saying that he loves Raymond, how many people will struggle with their emotions each week? About 40 million, about 75 million, about 135 million, or about 200 million?
It's not that we don't,
We really like you.
a lot. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like,
I mean, words only mean so much. It's actions that count, really.
Yeah.
Here in the U.S., we've got about 135 million people who are afraid of commitment. Buzz in for the amount. For this one, I'll give you $3,000. This category is innuendo one ear and out the other. Okay, for this next question, I'm gonna... Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. What's that
Now we're
noise?
going. Now we're going.
Listen.
Yeah, moisten my meat.
Did you hear that?
Moisten it. Yeah, rub your juices all over my hot meat. Yeah, that's the way. Do it. Do it.
Oh my God. What activity did I just hilariously mistake for a lewd sexual encounter? Somebody explaining how to knead, somebody explaining how to baste, somebody explaining how to saute, or somebody explaining how to marinate. No. Marinating takes place before cooking, while meat is cold. This gentleman said his meat was hot. And judging from the look of his meat thermometer, I'd have to agree. For the curious, here's the right answer. Silly me, they weren't having sex at all. They were just basting. Can you imagine all the shenanigans that would have taken place if I actually had overheard them having sex? Why, it would be more than enough to fill an entire half hour with hilarity. Go ahead and pick an amount. And here's what you can win on this question. $3,500. Let's see what we got going. Attack of the bumper humper. Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Which of these recommended guidelines should Monroe use while driving to see if he is tailgating Mr. Rush too close for comfort? The rule of engagement, the 2-second rule, the 1-eye method, or the 8-foot rule? When you're following another car and they pass like a sign or a landmark, you're supposed to count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. If you pass that sign or landmark before you're finished counting, guess what? You're too close for comfort. Having said that, I believe that in Monroe's case, the old don't count and drive rule applies, seeing as he would need both hands free to count that high on his fingers. Choose an amount. Well, look at the size of this thing. $10,000 coming at you. Show's so hot, you need a fireproof TV. Hey, have you ever seen that show, Grace Under Fire? Perfect. If Grace were under a grease fire, which of the following should you throw on her? Baking soda, water, vegetable oil, or lard? Very nicely done. Not only would baking soda put Grace's fire out, the anti-odor agent might prevent her show from stinking so much. How about a value? Okay, prepare yourself. Great things are about to happen. All rise. The Jack Attack is now in session. Now, you know all about this. So let's get right to it. Here's your clue. What's so funny again? Hey, if you have to ask. Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. There it is. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from...
You don't know Jack!
Are you tired of Italian waiters always pushing the veal?
I'll take the spaghetti.
You should try the veal pizza!
Spaghetti.
Veal!
Spaghetti!
Veal!
Well, worry no longer, thanks to the new book 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal. This handy restaurant companion lists over 1,000 excuses to use when you don't want to order veal. Just listen.
I can't eat veal because I'm from Scandinavia.
I'd order the veal, but it causes my limbs to fall off.
Or come dressed as a calf and try the excuse.
How dare you? I'm not a cannibal.
So order 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal and have a pleasant veal-free meal the next time you dine out.